Hey everybody, how's it going? Back here again for another week preview of the college football season. Now I usually do 3 or 4 games, but this week I decided to do the biggest game of the past 5 years. I think the biggest regular season game in the past 5 years of college football, and talk about this LSU Alabama game. It's in Tuscaloosa, 8 p.m. on CBS. I think everybody's eyeballs are going to be set on this game. This is going to be one of the best historic games we'll probably see. They're already calling it the game of the century. The game of them in the millennium and all these other crazy names. But I think this is going to be a really good, solid football game. Two great defenses, two of the best defenses in the country, two of the best defenses we've ever seen in a while. But I'm just going to break down a couple things for both teams. Starting off with keys to the LSU Tigers. How can they keep that? Can they keep that Lee Jefferson combo going at the quarterback position? You know, they're splitting snaps. They're using that 2 quarterback system. It hasn't failed them yet this year. But now when you're going up against a really, really great defense, I want to see how how they decide to use both quarterbacks and how they decide to attack them. Another key on this team is everybody thinks that Alabama defense doesn't have a weakness. The weakness I've seen watching tape and all this of the Alabama defense is you can attack this Alabama defense on the edge when running the football. It can either be or you can use misdirection or some way, get a reverse in there, counters. Inside zone trap plays, run blocking wise. You can attack this team on the counters. I looked at like the games like Penn State, and you just saw how, even though it was towards the beginning of the season, you saw how you could use counter traps, or you can use misdirection and really attack that running game for them. So I think LSU would use a lot of that, a lot of run attacks on the edge with Jordan Jefferson, and don't be surprised to see Russell Shepard back there at the running back position as well, when Jordan Jefferson's in the shotgun, just for a little package, little way, just to get some speed and some quickness out there and attack the edge for them. Also, another thing is running the ball effectively. This is a great run offense that they have, and Alabama is the #1 running defense. And the one thing about Alabama's defense, especially the safeties, if you could run the ball effectively on them, those safeties like Mark Barron and Robert and Lester, they're gonna walk up into the box, and they're really accessible to the play action pass. And Mark Barron's a guy that I think they're really try to attack that with using D'Angelo Peterson as their as the tight end to attack the middle of that field, or using one of those weapons that they have out there. Another key is stay out of long and third and long situations, second and long situations, because that's what the Nick Saban defense likes to do. They like to get in that second and long, third and long range, where they can use those exotic blitzes that they like to do out of their nickel package or their dime package. Find a way just to create and just have those different type of looks and try to confuse your quarterback. So LSU's going to want to stay out of those situations. On the defensive side for LSU, it's going to be trying to stop Trent Richardson, which is going to be hard to do. A Heisman Trophy finalist in his own right, having a great season, but make A.J. Cameron beat you and try to make this team one-dimensional and try to stop Trent Richardson and have McCarron beat you through his arm and try to force him to get a couple of interceptions. Another thing is keep that defensive line fresh. Alabama's going to want to pound you with that run game, but I think the one thing that this LSU defense has is they have the best line in the country because they have extreme depth. When you look at the starters that they have in Kendrick Adams and Michael Brockers, Benny Logan, and Sam Montgomery, those are really top line guys. And the guys behind them, you have Barkevious Mingo, who had 4 sacks last week. Josh Downs, the true freshman Anthony Johnson, who they think is going to be a beast later on down the road, and LeVar Edwards. They just have so much depth on that defensive line, and it's going to be hard, but they could just keep subbing guys in and out. But those are keys for them. The players to watch out for are going to be Barkevious Mingo, the outside linebacker, DN for them. He's going to be key in pass rush situations. Morris Claiborne, the cornerback, Russell Shepard, like I said from before, and the running back, Spencer Ware. Keys for Alabama are going to be, on offensive side of the football, is going to be getting A.J. McCarron in a rhythm early and often. If it's short dump passes, if it's little screen passes, just get him and get his confidence up in this game, because this is going to be the biggest game he's ever played in, and just get his confidence going, get that crowd behind him, and just and having him being able to have, when you have a guy like Trent Richardson back there, who I think is going to have one of those big Heisman type days. I think if he has a big game, Trent Richardson, he's going to be able I think this would be his Heisman winning performance if he can go for over 100 yards, 150 yards with 2 touchdowns, or maybe 200 total yards. This is going to be his type of game to just to show the nation that he's the best player in the country, and this might be his Heisman winning performance type of game. Also, explosion plays, especially in the passing game, they really haven't been explosive like they were in years past with Julio Jones. That's the one weakness on this offense is they don't generate explosive plays, so they need one of those outside receivers to help and step up in the game. Also, another key for them is using LSU's aggressiveness, because they're one of the best defenses I've seen that pursuit to the ball. They're one of the fastest. They're the fastest defense. LSU. They have the fastest defense in the whole entire country. So using bootlegs and waggles is going to be a way just to get that aggressiveness. And watch out for a play. Alabama is going to probably run this. They're going to use Michael Williams in a play where they use it against Arkansas. He scored for a touchdown, but they're going to move him across the formation, and they'll run a stretch or a bootleg type of handoff, play fake handoff to Trent Richardson, and watch for Michael Williams or Brad Smelly, the H-back for the team, to go run a backside wheel route or run across the formation or come across the defense and be wide open. That's a one play that they like to run at least once or twice a game. So watch out for that. On defense, they have to win the first down battle with LSU. LSU is one of those teams where they like to run the ball and get in those third and manageable situations, second and shorts, third and shorts in situations where they can open their playbook up. So they're going to have to win the first down battle, Alabama. Either getting 1 or 2 yards on first down, keeping them to get 1 or 2 yards. That's going to be big for them as well. And they have to win both lines of scrimmage battles. I think LSU's offensive and defensive line is a little bit better than Alabama's because they have that good depth. So they have to win both battles on the offensive and defensive line to have a shot in this game, which I think they'll really do a decent job with that. But the players to watch out for Alabama are going to be Josh Chapman, the nose tackle for this team. He's one of the best nose tackles. He might be a first-round guy coming out this year in the NFL draft. Dante Hightower, the middle linebacker, who's another first-round pick, who's going to be another first-round NFL prospect that they have. This Alabama defense is loaded. They have about 8-9 guys who are right now are going to be first or second-round picks or top or in that first day or two picks in the NFL draft. Also at tight end, Michael Williams, like I said from before, him and Brad Smelly. Brad Smelly is going to be guys to watch out for. And Marquise Mays. Marquise Mays is going to be that guy they're going to help stretch the field and just to make big plays for this team. But the key matchup to watch for in this game, I think is going to be Ruben Randall versus Dre Kirkpatrick. Ruben Randall, the best wide receiver, one of the best wide receivers in the country, a really great playmaker who's going to be able to stretch the field out a lot for him. And Dre Kirkpatrick, one of the best corners in all of the country, and probably another first-round pick coming as a junior. He's going to be a guy you watch out for. But those two, they're going to be going at it one-on-one. That's going to be a really great matchup. We thought Julio Jones and Pat Peterson was a really great the past couple years that we had them for the past 2 years. And now this year, Ruben Randall against Dre Kirkpatrick is going to be another great battle. But the winning factors, I think, in this game are going to be when you have two great defenses, it comes down to 3 things. It comes down to the quarterback play, which quarterback is going to be able to, which quarterback for Alabama or quarterbacks for LSU, which one their play, are they going to be able to be efficient? Are they going to be shaken? Are they going to throw interceptions, turn the football over? That's going to be a winning factor for either team. Special teams is always going to be a factor because when you have two great defenses, field position is going to be key, and as well as just making a play if your offense struggles. Either would it be Marquise Mays, like I said, a player to watch out for in a kicker and punt return game, or you got Claiborne and Tyrann Mathieu for LSU, who are going to be kick and punt returners, are going to help change that field position. And the last winning factor in this game, I think, is going to be the red zone offense. Which team on the offensive side of the football, because this is the number 1 and 2 teams in red zone defense, which offense is going to be able to score points in the red zone? Whichever team I think scores the more, whoever can score touchdowns in the red zone is definitely going to be the winning factor in this game. So coming down to it, I decided to go with LSU 31, Bama 24. I just think that Les Miles is going to find a way to the Mad Hatter is just going to find a way to just have that one play that's going to help out. He always has a trick up his sleeve, a special teams play, a fake punt, a fake field goal, a double reverse pass. He's just going to find a way to win. And I think that LSU just has too many weapons on the outside with Ruben Randall, Odell Beckham Jr., the freshman, and Russell Shepard. So I'm picking Alabama 31-24. Let me know what you guys think. Who you think is going to win this game, and what other? I know there's a couple other games out there. I'll probably put a couple things on my Facebook page, the Elton Sports Zone. Check that out. Also check out my Twitter. Follow me at Mr. ESPN 1490, and just let me know what other games you want me to you want me to talk about. We got a couple other games like the Washington Oregon game, but this is something I really want to do, and just talk to you guys later. And thanks. Like I said, Bama 31, LSU 31, Bama 24. All right, talk to you guys later.